I'm 100% sure you have come across one of those Instagram posts or TikToks that go over the best football specific gym exercises and get intrigued to try them out yourself because it looks football specific and this guy has 100k followers, right? Well, that is the social media trap many players fall into without knowing, but they are definitely not the ones to blame for this. So, what is football specificity inside the gym, and do you even need it? So as a serious footballer, you're likely exposing yourself to a wide variety of training stimuli, both on the pitch and inside the gym, right? And that is good, props to you. The real problem is when you try to replicate the skill work you do on the field inside the gym. On a surface level, the reasoning that supports such training practices seems reasonable, since the more specific your movement is to the game's action, the higher the perception of transfer to the sport. But in reality, that is nothing more than a marketing gimmick to attract eyeballs. So to clarify something here, every coach has a different role. The role of the frontline coach and the skill coach is to instill their tactical philosophy inside the team and fine-tune their players' technique and skill by playing the actual game with the ball. The training stimuli these coaches use cannot get more specific. They are playing the actual game. They are performing football actions and solving game-specific problems. On the other hand, the role of the strength and conditioning coach is to best prepare the player for the demands of the game. Training, therefore, becomes football specific in terms of demands, not necessarily actual movements. Having all of this in mind, there are three exercise categories: the actual sport, exercises that don't mimic football actions but do a great job addressing the demands of the game, and exercises that might mimic the movements of the sport but have a general focus and offer a really low return on the energy and time you invest into them. So please, stop taking a football inside the gym and using it as part of your workout or coupling a variety of physical qualities together, thinking it is going to yield the most bang for your buck in all areas. Balancing on two BOSU balls and squatting down with a barbell, the aim of increasing strength, doing medicine ball throws standing on a BOSU ball to improve power, or using a skill aspect such as heading during plyometrics are all examples where complexity causes sub-max outputs in the KPIs you really want to develop. As a rule of thumb, the more birds you're trying to kill with one stone, the more general the focus will become. In the examples we just mentioned, you're trying to combine a stability stimulus with a force and power stimulus. That instability component will immediately lead to sub-max force and power outputs, and therefore limited strength and power gains. Effectiveness really lies behind simplicity, and that is something you need to adopt inside the gym as well. All you really gotta do is answer three questions when making a training decision. Number one, is X training stimulus helping me prepare for the demands of the game? If yes, then number two, is X training stimulus targeting a specific quality or a broader range of physical qualities? If it is targeting a broader range, rethink your strategy and whether this exercise is really eliciting the outcome you desire. If it is targeting a single demand, you're probably on the right path. So ask the third and final question: is why demand a limiting factor in my performance? What this does is help you gain clarity on what you really need to target in order to A, meet the demands of the sport, and B, individualize the process through context. Failing to do so will lead you to a dead end in your development. I didn't create this video to tell you that some of the complex stuff you see on social media doesn't have a place and time in the training process. The reason I created this short video was to spark some clarity on where you need to move next. And that is simplicity. What you perceive as boring weight room work is many times what drives the results you want to see in your performance and health. 99% of the time, it comes down to heavy weightlifting, moderate to light weights being lifted fast, plyometrics, ballistics, actual sprint work on the field, simple movement optimization, and making specific areas of your body more resilient to stress. Not super complex, clownery exercises that require skill to just execute one rep. If the perceived outcome sounds silly, it most probably is. Remember that. That's the reason why I created this free guide for players on how to navigate their development inside the gym and take their performance to the next level. Simplicity is king, guys. So if you enjoyed watching this, please share it with a friend and watch this video next.